Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Lian Duan. I have been a developer for over 20 years. I focus on DevOps and security in the cloud. The video written Markdown and exercise files are in my GitLab. The links are below. Is the VPC important? The answer is yes. In your working environment, 98% VPCs are created. You just use them. You may think it is not important. Well, when you face some network issue or network connection refusal, the VPC concept helps you analyze the issue. So it is important. In my demo, 1 VPC, 2 public subnets, 4 private subnets, 5 root tables, 1 NAT gateway, and 1 internet gateway are created by click one button. You will have a big picture for VPC after my video. The chart is my video goal. Let's go through the items. Let me zoom it out. Item 1 is VPC. The VPC name is my VPC. Let me go a little bit right. What is VPC? VPC is Virtual Private Cloud. It is a virtual network. VPC can be across multiple availability zones. You see, my VPC is in 2 availability zones, US East 2A and US East 2B. We focus on availability zone US East 2A in my following steps. IP setter block is 10.1.0.0/16. The IP setter block is a private IPv4 address ranges as specified in RFC 1918. The document link is below. Second item, public subnet. A subnet is a logic subdivision of VPC. We are able to launch AWS resources into the specified subnet. There are 2 public subnets. One is in US East 2A, other is in US East 2B. A public subnet allows instances within the subnet to send and receive the internet traffic. Usually, a public subnet is used to host resources that need to access from the internet, such as a web server, load balancers, NAT gateway. You see, there is a M5 type instance in the my VPC subnet public to US East 2B public subnet. It can use my VPC internet gateway to talk to internet. The subnet IP setter is 10.1.1.0/24. The setter has total 256 IP addresses. Then there will be 251 available IP address because it has a full reserved IP address by AWS. Next item, root table. Let me go a little bit to left. A root table determines where network traffic is directed. The root table can be shared between subnets. My VPC RTB public, the public root table shared between US East 2A and US East 2B. Move a little bit to right. The screenshot is the root table content. The content shows if the target IP part of my VPC IP setter, the traffic direct is inside my VPC, so target is local. You see the first line, 0.0.0/0 means internet traffic. The traffic will go to internet gateway. Next item is item 4, internet gateway. An internet gateway is AWS component. It enables communication between a resource in your VPC and the internet. It provides two-way communication, allowing resources in your VPC to initiate outbound traffic to the internet and allowing internet hosts to initiate inbound traffic to your resources. Next item, private subnet. Item 5 is private subnet. The setter has total of 256 IP addresses, same as above public subnet. The private subnet is not directly accessed to the internet and typically used to host sensitive data. If a private subnet resources needs to access the internet, the NAT gateway needs. Item 6 is a private subnet root table. Move to a little bit right, see the screenshot. The screenshot is a private subnet root table. You see the internet traffic will go to NAT gateway. Item 7 is another private, same as item 5. Item 8 and item 9 work together. An elliptical IP address is item 8. Item 9 is NAT gateway. Elliptic IP address is static public IPv4 address in AWS. You can touch the IP address with EC2 instance, network load balancer, network gateway, etc. Please remember, only 1 hour per month free in free tiers account. NAT gateway allows resources in private subnet to connect to the internet or other AWS services. NAT gateway is highly available and scalable. We know all VPC related components in my demo. Let's switch to the AWS UI to create all of them with one click button. I log in as root user in AWS. In services search, type VPC. Select VPC service. Click orange button, create VPC. Name tag generate my VPC. IPv6 block change to 10.1.0.0. Select 16. As I mentioned before, there is a document RFC 1918 has IP setter detail. The link is below. Tendency use default. If you select dedicate, you need to pay more money. Number of availability zones is 2. Number of private subnet, select 4. Customer subnet setter blocks, we change it. First public subnet IP setter is 10.1.1.0/24. Second publish, we change from 1 to 2. First private, change to 3. Fill up all the subnet setters. 5. NAT gateway in one availability zone. No endpoints, we use this demo. Select no. Create VPC. There's a conflict with the subnet setters. Fix the issue. Create. The VPC is created. Back to the VPC dashboard. Select VPC's My VPC. Filter by My VPC. Let's check the subnets. 6 subnets are created. Root table, 1 public, and 4 private are in there. We should see 1 internet gateway, My VPC gateway, and 1 NAT gateway. Next, I will launch EC2 instance in the 4th public subnet. Search EC2. Select EC2. In the left side navigation menu, select instances. There is terminated instance. Let me create a new other one. Select launch instances. Name is my demo EC2 for VPC. The name is my demo EC2 for VPC. OS version is Amazon Linux. We use free EC2 instance in my demo. Key pair use existing one, or you can create a new one. Key pair used to remote login your instance via SSH. Allow all network traffic. Extend advanced details. Paste the user data from my markdown file. The user data is used to create a web server and an index page. The index page has the network detail. Launch instance. Open the instance of detail. Status is pending. Is running. Instance status is running. Open the instance. Copy the public IP address. I'm a little bit done, get more room. Use the HTTP protocol to open the index page. You'll see the instance ID, host name, and subnet detail of the instance. All topics are completed. Today, I demoed create VPC, public subnet, private subnet, root table, NAT gateway, and internet gateway. Also launch EC2 instance in the public subnet. If you have any questions, please post them in comment below. I'll try to answer. Thank you, and see you in the next video.